All right. So why don't we actually go ahead and make our way. Oops. 1 second. Let me get all this prepped. All right, let's go ahead and make our way down into a child's pose on the mat to start again today. So making your way into that child's pose, go ahead and you can have the option of either taking that traditional child's pose, or if you'd like to take the wide stance variation with the knees at about the width of your mat, go ahead and bring your hips down onto the heels. Let the forehead make contact to your mat. Gently reach the fingertips towards the front side of the room. And I will join you there shortly. Once you are there, go ahead and allow yourself this time to shut down the eyes, closing down the gaze. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth to start today. Take that deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth once again. And then start to find that breath in through the nose, out through the nose. You think about breathing in some love and light, some radiant energy, and exhaling, letting go of some tension, some worries, a little bit of fear, or anything else that may be clouding your mind today. So allow yourself this time to connect to your mat here at the beginning of your practice, to connect to your breath. For those in that wide stance child's pose, really let the belly rest in between the thighs, stretching it out through the hip flexors. Try to keep a soft bend in the elbows to soften the shoulders down away from the ears. And again, just let yourself breathe here. Breathe in that love, that radiant energy. Exhale, let go of everything else, that negativity, those worries. You can think about letting that tension release out of the shoulders, out of the upper back, especially out of the hips. Make sure you're breathing in deeply, drawing that air to fill up the lungs, deep down into the belly. And then exhaling, gently releasing that breath away. We're going to add a little bit more movement here. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring your chin towards the center of your mat, drawing your eyes slightly forward. We're going to plant the fingertips into the mat, tenting the palms of the hands off, covering the elbows off of the mat. Take a deep breath in here at the center. As you exhale, walk the fingertips over towards the left. Press your hips over towards the right side, body stretch. Think about reaching those right fingertips all the way into the left corner of the room. Keep breathing. And then inhale, walk the hands to the center. Exhale, fingertips over towards the right, hips over towards the left. Same thing here. Reach those left fingertips all the way into the corner of the room. And then we inhale, walk the hands back to center, exhale, child's pose. On that next breath in, let's slowly lift the hips off of the heels, making your way into a tabletop position, adjusting the knees to come underneath the hips. The tops of the feet can either be planted into a mat, or you can tuck the toes in for a little more support. Make sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, knees are underneath the hips. As you take that next breath in, let's go ahead and find our cow, sinking through the belly, lifting through the head and heart, drawing the eyes towards the sky. And exhale, round out through the spine, chin to chest, press up through the shoulders, your cat. Inhale, finding your cow. And exhale, moving into cat. And just moving through this for about 3 more breath cycles. You match that movement to your breath today. Let those inhales and exhales lead and guide every motion. And when you're ready, let's meet back into that tabletop position. Awesome job. Let's go ahead and plant the toes in towards the mat. Inhale, slowly lift the heels off, or lift the hips up towards the sky. Release the heels a little closer to the earth. Then let's pedal out the legs in our first down dog. Bending one knee and the other, taking your time here. Make sure you're gripping the mat with all 10 fingers. The hips are reaching towards the sky. And then when you're ready, go ahead and meet me in your center, steady down dog. You should feel a little lift through the shoulders as you create that inverted V shape with your body. You're gripping the mat with all 10 fingers here. There's no tension in the wrists. Let yourself just breathe. We're gonna move into three-legged dog, just to get a little bit more warmth, a little bit more action into our lower limbs. Whenever you're ready, let's inhale, lift that right leg directly behind you up towards the sky. Keep the right thigh pointed down towards the earth. Breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale, release the right foot down towards the mat. Inhale, let's lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Again, try to avoid opening out through that left thigh. Keep the left thigh pointed down towards the mat. Left hip points down to the earth. Exhale, left foot down to the mat. Inhale, let's walk the feet up to meet the hands. Our first forward fold. Awesome job. And go ahead and bend the knees as much as you would like to really let that belly rest on the thighs. Breathing in deeply here. Let the crown of the head reach closer to the earth. The hips lift up towards the sky. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and create a box for the crown of the head, reaching opposite hand to opposite elbow. And allow yourself to sway to the right and sway to the left. Releasing some tension out of that low back, that lumbar spine. From here, let's release the fingertips back down to the mat. Inhale, let's find our first halfway lift. Nice neutral, flat back. The head and heart reaches forward, the hips press back. Breathe in through the nose, and then exhale, fingertips come down to the mat. Let your fingertips stay rested here in front of the toes. We're gonna move into a pyramid pose. Take a slight bend through both knees, keeping your right foot rooted where it's at. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, step the left foot 2 to 3 feet to the back side of the mat. You can start off with a deep bend in that right knee, and as you breathe, inhale, think about drawing that right thigh to the back side of the room. Exhale, soften out. Inhale, press the thigh back. Exhale, soften. Try to avoid opening this left hip up towards the sky. Keep the hips pointed down to the earth. Whenever you're ready, let's hold that pyramid pose for 2 breaths. Keeping that neck in a neutral position. Feel that stretch in that front right hamstring. Whenever you're ready, bend through the knees. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Again, all 10 fingertips are resting in front of the toes. Root your left foot down, bend through the knees. Exhale, step the right foot to the back edge of your mat. You don't have to step the feet very far. If keeping them a little closer feels better today to start, that's a great place to be. Again, start off with that bend in that left knee, and then inhale, press the left thigh to the back side of the room. Exhale, soften. Inhale, we lengthen. Think about maintaining a long line from the crown of the head all the way up to the hips here. Whenever you're ready, keep that left thigh press to the back side of the room. Stretch it out to this front left calf, front left hamstring. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath cycle. And as you exhale, bend through the knees, step right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. On your next inhale, let's reverse swan dive. Sweep the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And let's just move through that breath practice a little bit more. Whenever you're ready, let's release the fingertips towards the hips. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just moving through this at your own pace. Inhale to lift. Exhale to center and release. Maybe start to move through the neck a little bit. Inhale to lift, exhale to center. Let's take 2 more cycles. And on that last one, let's exhale, meet everyone, hands at heart center with the feet hips width distance apart. Take that deep breath in through the nose, exhale, hinge through the hips, bend through the knees, lowering the seats a little closer to the earth. Keep the upper body inclined 45 degrees for our first chair today. The weight should be in towards the heels, a little bit towards the hips. See if you can lift all 10 toes as that little balance check, and step the toes back down onto the mat. Awesome job. Keep the thumbs in front of the sternum. And then from here, inhale, we rise back up to Tadasana. Let's start to move into a little bit of balance work. Go ahead and shift your weight over to that standing left leg. As you inhale, we're gonna lift the opposite right leg 90 degrees off of the mat, moving into our first stork. You keep the gaze to the front side of the room. Breathe in through the nose, and when you're ready, exhale, set that right foot down towards the mat, shift the weight over to that standing base leg this time. Inhale, lift the left knee 90 degrees off of the mat, coming into stork. Hands are at heart center, the hips are in a neutral position to each other, the left toes are gently flexed. When you're ready, exhale, set that left foot down on towards the mat, Tadasana, breathe in through the nose, exhale, let's take a chair. We're gonna move through some chairs and storks next. So just take this time to really find that weight distribution just gently towards the heels, into the hips, finding your balance here. When you're ready, let's inhale, rise back up to stand, shift the weight over to that standing left leg. Inhale, lift right leg 90 degrees off of the mat, stork. Exhale, set right foot down to the earth. Breathe and release into chair. Inhale, we rise to stand, shift the weight over to that standing right leg. Inhale, left leg lifts up 90 degrees. Exhale, set left foot towards the mat. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, chair. Just moving through this with your own breath pace. Exhale to lower, breathe in and chair. Opposite side, Tadasana, shift the weight over. Lift the left leg. Exhale, sit the foot down, breathe in and chair. Let's take 2 more to each side. Last one to the right. Lower down into that chair. We're gonna hold chair here. If you would like to, you can either bring the fingertips in line with the shoulders or maybe lift the fingertips up towards the sky. Try to avoid flaring the knees out towards the sides of the room. Keep the knees drawn towards the midline of the body. Breathe in through the nose. Can you lower the seat another inch? One more breath in, and then exhale, release all the way down into a forward fold. Bending the knees again as much as you would like to, really letting that belly rest on the thighs. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Whenever you're ready, let's plant all 10 fingers, the palms of the hands in towards the mat. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, step just the left foot to the back edge of your mat for a runner's lunge. Awesome job. So your front right knee is bent 90 degrees. The hands are framing that front right foot. You draw the eyes to the front side of the room. Deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, set the left knee down onto the mat underneath left hip. And maybe plant the top of the left foot into the mat if you would like to. As you inhale, let's lift the fingertips towards the sky. Low lunge. So the hips are gonna wanna maybe pivot over towards the right or maybe slightly over towards the left. Do your best to keep them directly in the center of your mat, pointing to the front side of the room. The fingertips can stay lifted or they can always come to heart center if you prefer. Breathe in and breathe out. On the next inhale, let's lift all 10 fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, release that left hand to the inside of that right foot, twisting for a little revolved low lunge. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose. When you're ready from here, plant those back left toes to the mat, maintaining this revolution. Inhale, lift that back left knee off of the mat for revolved crescent lunge. Beautiful. Keeping your heart open towards the side of the room. Keep breathing. Take another deep breath in and then exhale. Release that right hand to frame that front right foot. Let's go ahead and gently walk that right foot over towards the left edge of your mat. Tuck the right toes in towards that left hip crease. Step the left knee onto the mat. Like the top of the left foot in towards the mat. Moving into our pigeon pose. Make sure your weight is distributed evenly across both hips. You're not leaning over onto one side. And again, if you'd like to work on that range of mobility, you can always bring that front shin a little bit more parallel to the front edge of your mat. Whenever you're ready from here, let's exhale down onto our forearms. You can either keep the forearms towards the front side of the room, or if you prefer, you can stack the palms of the hands together and let the forehead rest there. Breathing into this hip opener today. And then whenever you're ready, let's inhale, slowly walk back up onto the palms of the hands. Bringing the palms of the hands about shoulders width apart. Plant the left toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift that left knee off. Take a deep breath in through the nose. We're gonna bring that right foot to the outer edge of that right hand for a lizard lunge here. Nice transition. When you're ready, move that right hand to frame that front right foot. Runner's lunge. You plant all 10 fingers into the mat, plant the palms of the hands into the mat, and then from here, inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Breathe in through the nose, and whenever you're ready, exhale, release that right leg down to the mat. You can either hold down dog, you can release into child's pose, or if you would like to, you can inhale, move into a half serious winding high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Whenever you're ready from here, let's take a deep breath in all together. Exhale it out, release the knees down towards the mat, big toes to touch, hips to the heels, child's pose. And just let yourself breathe and relax here. No tension in the neck, no tension in the shoulders. And whenever you're ready, let's inhale, lift the hips off of the heels, finding your tabletop position once again. On that next breath in, let's lift through the head and heart, sink through the belly, drawing the eyes to the sky. Exhale, round out through the spine, chin, chest, the back. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. One more time. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. From here, let's come into our neutral tabletop position. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Plant the toes in towards the mat. Inhale, we lift the hips. Exhale, release the heels. Down dog. As always, you're more than welcome to pedal out the legs in down dog. Feel the hamstrings feel a little tight. And then whenever you're ready, move into your center, steady down dog. On that next breath in, let's step the feet up to meet the hands. Forward fold. Maybe rotate through the wrists a little bit if you're feeling a little fatigued. If you prefer, you can also take any binds that you would like to hear. You can wrap the forearms around the back side of the calves so the hamstrings are tight. If the neck's a little tight, maybe bring all 10 fingers to rest in the small of your back. Or you can take that shoulder bind by creating a fist with the palms of the hands on the small of your back and then extending that fist up towards the sky. Whenever you're ready, exhale, release whatever bind you may have with the fingertips coming from the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, release the hands away. Inhale, sweep the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just moving through that at your own pace. 2 more breath cycles. And then from here, exhale, let's all meet with our hands at heart center. Take a deep breath in, exhale, hinge through the hips, bend the knees, chair. We're gonna move through those chairs and storks again. But for now, just take this time, enjoy that strength that you feel, that balance here in your chair. Whenever you're ready, inhale, rise back up to stand, shift the weight over to that standing right leg to start. Inhale, lift left leg 90 degrees off of the mat. Exhale, set that foot down onto the mat. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, chair. Inhale, we stand back up to Tadasana, shift the weight over to the left. Inhale, lift the opposite leg 90 degrees off of the mat. Exhale, slip the foot down, breathe in, and chair. And this time as we move through it, if you would like to for stork, you can even add some movement into the arms. Coming into chair with hands at heart center, moving into stork with fingertips lifted towards the sky. Make sure to move with your breath here. You don't have to move very quickly. Two more to each side. Beautiful job. Last one, hold that chair. We're keeping the hips low here. Beautiful job. You got to take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, lower the seat another inch. Inhale, another deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Remember, let the belly really rest on the thighs. Crown of the head reaches towards the earth. Keep the shoulders gently away from the ears. Whenever you're ready, plant all 2 fingers in towards the mat. Take a bend in the knees, deep breath in. Exhale, step the right foot to the back edge of your mat. Runner's lunge. So that left knee is bent 90 degrees. Your hips are pointed down towards the earth. They're square and neutral. Breathe in. Exhale, release right knee down underneath right hip. You can plant the top of the right foot towards the mat, or you can keep the toes tucked. From here, inhale, use that core strength, rise into your low lunge. The hands can be by the ears if you prefer. Palms of the hands can always come to heart center. Whenever you're ready, inhale. Press the palms of the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, release that right hand to the inside of that left foot all the way down onto the earth for a revolved low lunge. Maintaining that 90-degree bend in your front left knee. Your arms are in line with the shoulders. And then whenever you're ready, plant those back right toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift that right knee off of the mat for a revolved crescent lunge. Keeping your neck in a neutral position here. Think about reaching those left fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Keep the hips low. And when you're ready, exhale, release that left hand to frame that front left foot. Runner's lunge. Let's move into pigeon to the other side. Walk your left foot over towards the right edge of your mat. Tuck left toes in towards the right hip crease. Set right knee down to the earth. Top of the right foot into the earth. Breathe in and exhale. Come on down to the forearms. Either sitting the forearms towards the front edge of the mat, or again, stacking the palms of the hands. Maybe 2 stacked fists if you prefer. And again, if you'd like to work on opening up through that hip flexor even more, you can bring that left shin a little bit more parallel to the front edge of your mat. Just try not to roll over into this left hip. Stay in the center. And just let yourself breathe. Enjoy this hip opener. And then when you're ready from here, let's inhale, walk back up onto the palms of the hands. Make sure the hands are about shoulders width apart. Plant your back right toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift that right knee off. Move slowly, bring that left foot to the outer edge of that left hand for a lizard lunge. From here, move that left hand to frame that front left foot. Make sure the palms of the hands are gripping the mat. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, lift that left leg to the sky for 3-legged dog. Beautiful job. Breathe in through the nose and out through the neck. Another breath in, exhale, down dog. And again, you can either hold down dog, or if you would like to, you can take that half series, or just meet me in child's pose. And whenever you're ready, let's all go ahead and meet in child's pose just for a quick moment. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Another breath in, another breath out. Whenever you're ready from here, inhale, lift the hips off of the heels, tabletop position. Plant the toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release the heels. Down dog. Make sure you're gripping that mat with all 2 fingers so that way the weight isn't in towards the wrist. Whenever you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw right knee to the nose. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right knee to the nose. One more time, inhale to lift. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Set right foot all the way in between both palms of the hands. Runner's lunge. Keep that back left heel lifted. Draw your eyes forward. And then from here, be that the left foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Inhale. Let's rise up, climbing warrior 2. Your arms are in line with the shoulders. Make sure the weight is on the outer edge of the back left foot and equally distributed between that front right palm of the foot and that back left foot. Open your heart to the left. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, lower the hips another inch whenever you're ready. Inhale, Reverse that right palm of the hand to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior. That back left hand can rest on your back left leg. You can just reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. If you'd like to focus on lengthening through that right side of the body, if you would like to, you can even reach that left hand towards the back side of the room for a little bit more of a stretch. Whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, planted warrior two. From here, inhale, hinge through the hips, reach those right fingertips to the front side of the room. Exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm can rest on right thigh as the left hand reaches up. If you prefer, you can also release right hand all the way down onto the mat to the inside of that right ankle. Nice job, keep breathing. And on that next inhale, let's rise back up to stand. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down. Runner's lunge. Make sure all 10 toes are pointed forward. The palms of the hands are resting on the mat. Take a deep breath in, lift that right leg to the sky. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. In, exhale, down dog. Let's take that to the other side. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe it out through the nose. And then inhale, lift left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Make sure left toes are curled in. That left thigh is pointed down towards the earth as you exhale. Left knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Inhale to lift. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Set left foot in between both palms of the hands. Runner's lunge. Your left knee's bent 90 degrees over left ankle, back, right leg is extended and strong. Breathe in through the nose, so you give yourself a little smile. Pivot the right foot towards the back edge of your mat. Inhale, we rise up, warrior two to the opposite side. Same thing here, this front left knee is bent 90 degrees this time. The weight is slightly towards the outer edge of that back right foot. Keep your weight distribution equal between both palms of the feet. On that next inhale, reverse the left hand towards the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Make sure you're maintaining that warrior integrity. You're not just shifting the weights back. That weight distribution is, again, even between both palms of the feet. You can just lift the left hand towards the sky. If you'd like to add a little bit more length, you can reach the left fingertips towards the back edge of the room. Whenever you're ready, exhale. Warrior two. Inhale, hinge from the hips. Reach forward with that left hand. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand can rest on left forearm. Right hand can reach towards the skyward again. You can move that left hand down towards the mat. Keep your neck in a neutral position. Your eyes are over to the right. Keep that right arm in line with right shoulder. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Inhale, let's lift up into warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Runner's lunge, pivot all 10 toes forward. Make sure you're gripping the mat with all 10 fingers. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. One more deep breath in. Exhale, set the feet up to meet the hands. Forward fold. And again, taking any bind that you would like to take, whether that is a bound angle or, that shoulder bind, with the fingertips resting on the backside of the neck, or you can wrap the forearms around the backside of the calves. Make sure to keep breathing here. Try not to hold your breath. And then when you're ready, exhale. Release that bind. Let all 10 fingertips come in front of the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's finish out our practice today with a little bit more balanced work. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and keep the hands on heart center. Start to shift your weight over to that standing left foot. As you inhale, let's lift right leg 90 degrees off of the mat. Make sure the hips are nice and neutral. From here, inhale, lift the fingertips towards the sky. You can maintain the stork, or if you would like to, you can exhale, extend that right foot to the front side of the room. We're gonna keep everything tall and lifted. If you find this right hip lifting higher than the left, it's okay, come back into your stork, reset, find your alignment, and then exhale, extend that foot to the front side of the room. Whenever you're ready, exhale, hands to heart center, bend through that right knee, step that foot down onto the mat, shift the weight over to that standing right leg this time. Inhale, let's lift left leg 90 degrees off of the mat. Make sure the hips are in a neutral alignment. When you feel comfortable here, inhale, sweep the fingertips towards the sky, and again, you can stay here. Or whenever you're ready, you can extend that left foot to the front side of the room. Try not to let that left hip lift higher than the right though. The focus is on maintaining that neutral hip alignment. Keep breathing, you got this. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, hands to heart center, come into stork. Step that foot down onto the mat. Maybe shake some tension out of the standing base legs. We're gonna move through that one more time. Whenever you're ready, bring the hands back to heart center. Let's shift the weight over again. Standing left leg. Inhale, lift right leg 90 degrees off the mat. And maybe this time immediately lift right hands towards the sky as well. Breathe in through the nose and exhale, extend that palm of the foot to the front side of the room. If you'd like to add a little challenge, you can bring the hands back to heart center, take your peace fingers on that right hand, grip them around that right big toe, and then exhale, extend that right foot up towards the front side of the room. It is a deep hamstring stretch. And standing big toe to knee, or forehead to knee. Good job. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and slowly release back into your stork. Exhale, hands to heart center. Set that right foot down towards the mat. Maybe shake out that tension in that left leg. And then let's go ahead, shift the weight over to that standing right leg. Inhale, lift left leg 90 degrees off of the mat. Lift the fingertips towards the sky. You can stay here. You can exhale, extend the left foot towards the front side of the room. If that feels good, and you'd like to try that other variation on this side as well, take your peace fingers on that left hand, wrap them around that front right or left big toe, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, extend that left foot towards the front side of the room. Awesome job, guys. Stand up tall, lift in. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, slowly make your way back in to that stork with the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, sit that palm of the foot down onto the mat. Beautiful job. Make sure the feet or hips are distance apart. Breathe in, press the palms of the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward, forward. Bending the knees as much as you would like to here for this last forward fold. Whenever you're ready, let's let all 10 fingertips come in towards the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, walk, step, or flip the feet away. Our last high plank. We're gonna hold this high plank just for 5 breaths. A little core challenge here at the end. Make sure the heels are drawn towards the back side of the room. There's a little lift through the shoulders. You're drawing that navel in towards the spinal column. 9 steady breaths. And whenever you're ready, as you finish out that 5th exhale, breathe in to lean your plank slightly forward. Exhale, low plank, and then come all the way down into the mat. Let one cheek rest. Extend the hands down the length by the hips. Let the tops of the feet resting towards the mat. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the nose. If you would like to, you can bend the knees and let the legs fall to the right and over to the left. And then let the opposite cheek come to rest onto the mat. Awesome work today, guys. Whenever you're ready, you can extend the legs down the length of your mat and slowly roll over onto your back into that supine position. Once you are resting on your back, let's take a full body stretch. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up by the ears, point through the toes. With every breath, you're growing an inch taller. Exhale, soften the tension out of the shoulders. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to release the hands down by the hips. Beautiful job. Go ahead and gently bend through the knees, letting the palms of the feet come to rest onto the mat. And the knees are bent 90 degrees. Palms of the hands are framing your hips. Take a deep breath in to gently lift the hips off of the earth. Shift your weight into the shoulder blades, squeeze through the glutes, keep the core engaged. Try not to arch too much through that low back. I want you to maintain even that neutral spinal alignment even here. There's no tension in the neck. Let your shoulder blades support you. Breathe in. And exhale, soften the hips down to the earth. Whenever you're ready, keeping the knees bent, take a deep breath in. Bring that left palm of the foot off of the mat. Cross left ankle on top of right thigh. Use your left hand to gently press that left inner thigh away. Opening up through the hips here with the supine figure 4. Whenever you're ready, on that next inhale, let's bring all 10 fingers to the back side of our thighs. You lift that left palm of the hand off of the mat. Interlace the fingertips there, and then draw that right knee into the heart using your biceps here. Think about keeping that right shin parallel to the earth. Use your left elbow to gently press that left knee away. Deep breath in, steady breath out. You can always shut down the eyes here at the cool down of our practice, and it helps you to relax and release a little bit more. Whenever you're ready, exhale. Release that right palm of the foot down to the mat. Release the hands down by the hips. And then uncross that left ankle back down to the mat. Inhale. Let's bring right ankle to rest on top of left thigh. Use your right hand. Gently press that right knee over towards the right side of the room. Try not to overarch through that low back. Instead, think about maintaining a flat, flush back in connection to your mat here. A little lumbar support. Whenever you're ready, bring all 10 fingertips to interlace on the back side of your left thigh as you inhale to lift that left palm of the foot off of the mat. Hug that left knee in with your palms of the hands, with your biceps. Use that right elbow to keep that right knee pressed away though. Coming as deep as you would like to into this stretch. And then whenever you're ready, gently releasing that left palm of the foot down towards the mat, palms of the hands down by the hips, uncross that right ankle off of that left thigh. Whenever you're ready, make sure the palms of the feet are hips width distance apart. They're slightly in towards the glutes. Deep breath in through the nose, grip them out with all 2 fingers, and then let's lift the hips off of the heels one more time. So our bridge pose. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, lower the hips down towards the mat. From here, inhale, bring both knees in towards the chest. And really gently roll to the right and roll to the left. Massaging out that low back. And then let's come back to the center of your mat. Bring all 10 fingers to interlace underneath your left kneecap as you exhale to extend that right leg down the length of your mat. You can hug that left knee in towards the heart if you prefer. You can hug that left knee over towards the left shoulder. The hips still feel really tight. Let yourself find what feels good today. And then whenever you're ready, inhale. Lift that right arm towards the sky. Right hand goes to the outer edge of that left leg. Exhale, guide that left knee over towards the side of the room. Your arms open out in line with the shoulders. Eyes fall opposite of the knees. Try not to let that left shoulder lift off of the mat. Both shoulder blades are still resting into the earth here. And when you're ready, inhale, coming back to the center. Give that left knee one more hug into the heart. Exhale, extend that leg down the length of your mat. Inhale, bring your right knee in towards the heart. Interlace all 10 fingers underneath your right kneecap. And again, you can either keep that knee hugging in towards the heart if you prefer. You can draw that knee over towards the shoulder instead. On that next inhale in, let's lift the left hand towards the sky. Place the left hand to the outer edge of your right knee. Guide that right knee over towards the side of the room. Open the arms in line with the shoulders. Your eyes are opposite of the knees. Again, make sure both shoulder blades are resting in the mat here. Whenever you're ready, let's inhale. Bring that left or right knee back into the center of our body, half foot relieving pose. Exhale, gently extend that leg down the length of your mat. From here, go ahead and bend both knees once again. Palms of the feet are resting down onto the mat. Whenever you're ready, inhale, bring both knees in towards the chest for another double wind relieving pose. You can interlace all 10 fingers underneath the kneecaps here. Maybe gently roll to the left, roll to the right. If you prefer, you can also just take hip circles here, rotating the knees together clockwise and then maybe counterclockwise. Just take this time to just let yourself loosen up any final bits of tension that may still be in the body, or any tension that you may have still in the mind. And whenever you're ready, come and meet me in the center of that double wind relieving pose. From here, exhale, release the hands out in line with the shoulders, or if you prefer, you can come down by the hips. Gently bring the quads in line with the hips, and then inhale, lift the shins parallel to the earth. You should feel that low back leg flush into the mat here. Letting yourself breathe. And again, the hands can be down by the hips if you'd like to let this be just more of a gentle pose, or you can keep the arms in line with the shoulders if you'd like a little stretch across the chest, releasing some tension out of the upper back as well. On that next inhale, go ahead and extend the legs up towards the sky. Try not to let the quads come up towards the face. Instead, keep the quads in line with the hips, gently flex through the toes. For your legs up the wall. Just enjoying this passive stretch here a little bit again at the end of our practice. Can you let all of that tension melt out of the toes, the ankles, quads, the hips. And then from here, let's reach the fingertips up towards the toes, bending through the knees, reach the palms of the hands towards the outer soles of the feet. Moving into your happy baby, let yourself sway to the left and sway over towards the right, massaging out that low back. If you would like to today, you can add a little bit more hamstring release by extending one leg as you come back to the center, and then maybe extending the opposite leg, bending opposite knee, and just moving through that with your breath. This is always completely optional. Sometimes it feels good to take at the end of our practice. And then if you would like to, you can open both legs over towards the sides of the room. Try not to lift the hips too far off of the mat. Think about keeping that low back in contact with the mat. And then whenever you're ready to release, go ahead and gently return back to happy baby. And then we're going to bring the palms of the feet together today for a little bound angle. Let the hands wrap around your ankles. Open the knees towards the sides of the room. And make sure you're not lifting that tailbone off of the mat. Do your best to try to keep that tailbone resting in the mat, so that way that entire low back is supported. Just breathing here, softening that tension out of your shoulders, closing down the eyes if you haven't done so already. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, maintain that bound angle, but let the ankles fall down onto the mat. The palms of the feet come towards the mat. And you can stay in bound angle here for just a few moments if you'd like. Feeling the palms of the hands come to rest on the inner thighs. The knees are open towards the sides of the room. The palms of the feet are touching together, and then line up your body. If you would like to maintain bound angle throughout Shavasana, you're welcome to do so. You can even place that right hand on the belly and the left hand on the heart to maintain that connection to yourself today. Or if you prefer, you can just begin to gently release the legs out of the sockets of the hips, letting them rest down on the mat. There's no tension in the legs. The hands can stay here, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, or you can release both hands down by the hips. And again, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and shut down the eyes, closing down the gaze. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Then exhale, sigh that breath away. Let go of some tension. Let go of that heaviness, whatever is weighing on your heart and in your mind today. And with every breath out, so you can let go a little bit more. Let yourself release and surrender. Let that sensation drift out of your fingertips and out of your toes. You release that furrow between the brows, soften the shoulders into the mat. Maybe even letting go of that tension in the jaw, just letting the mouth hang heavy instead. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, release that breath away. Start to release any and all thoughts that you may still have in the mind. Try not to focus on any one thing at the end here. You create that blank canvas. Just letting yourself find a moment of stillness and peace and ease as you start to make your way into that meditative state of Shavasana today. Whenever you're ready, you can begin to wiggle the fingertips. You wiggle the toes, bringing that life and sensation slowly back in to the mind, back into the body. And whenever you're ready, allow yourself to roll over onto one side, maybe letting the head rest in the crook of an elbow, enjoying these final moments of ease, of tranquility, and peace. And then from here, go ahead and press up into an easy seated position, letting one leg cross on top of the other. Let your sit bones root into the mat, gently release the shoulders, away from the ears, and then inhale, stick the fingertips up towards the sky, press the palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing in your practice with me this evening. It is truly a blessing to see each and every single one of you on the mat, and may love and light continue to enter in through your life, leading and guiding your actions through the rest of today and through the rest of your days. Namaste. Thank you guys. I can't wait to see you again. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.